created a style that I think is now being copied throughout the world, that has led both to a team of elite riders and yet an openness and an accessibility that you're not going to get almost in any other sport anywhere in the world. So I'd like to start now by introducing to you the 12, God they look good, very fit young men with very shaved legs who are going to be riding for the Rapha Condor Sharp team in 2010. Darren Lapp's on, ladies and gentlemen. And next up, just to keep him company, another renowned hard man of the Aussie cycling team, a 6 times Australian national champion, Zach Dempster. Next, one of the best criterium riders you're likely to see, and his name's Dean. But he's new to the squad for 2010, Australian Criterium Championship silver medalist, Dean Windsor. Next up, a man who flew in from Namibia just this morning. Thankfully BA weren't on strike yet, because he's here, and he will be throughout the 2010 season. 2009 UCI Africa Tour winner, Namibian national champion, Dan Craven. And now here come the Brits. And leading the way, former national criterium champion, individual winner of 2 Tour Series rounds, British Cycling National Elite Circuit Series winner, Dean Downey. And now returning to the sport in 2008 after glandular fever curtailed a promising amateur career in France, Jonathan Tiernan-Locke lost none of his appetite for the race and hopefully for victory in 2010. Next, a rider who was one of the revelations of 2009, the youngest rider on the team, winner of the Blackpool Grand Prix and a stage of the Tour de Beauce in his first professional season, riding again for Rapha Condor Sharp, Matt Cronshaw. Next up on the podium, a rider whose talent is only surpassed by his bad luck. We've got everything crossed for this season to hope that changes, and he returns to the form that made him one of the original stars of the GB Cycling Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Greenwood. And now returning to the team after a year away, another British rider who's shown great potential over all kinds of terrain. 4 wins in 2009, and we hope for plenty more of the same in 2010, Graham Briggs. And now, one of the team's most prolific riders and writers, actually, Tom Southam. And now in a position they're not used to being in, the last 2. This last rider tonight, the penultimate rider of the team has a palmares that could take us all evening to read. So I won't, but I will tell you that he's won medals for Great Britain on the track at Olympic Games. He's won World Championships and World Cups. He's a multiple national champion, a winner of Premier Calendar races, criteriums, the Irish Ras, is that a Rastafarian Irishman? And much more beyond. Please welcome to the stage, Chris Newton. And then, the last rider tonight, for the men in black, the man in red, white and blue, pulled off one of the biggest upsets in British road racing last year, an extraordinary feat, outfoxing all the Pro Tour riders who'd come back to the UK with the ambition of taking that coveted national champion's jersey. They wanted to ride that in the Tour de France, but they couldn't, because he got it, and he's still wearing it tonight, I'm very glad to see. He scored a career best 10th place overall in the Tour of Britain. Ladies and gentlemen, rounding off the 2010 Rapha Condor Sharp squad, the reigning British National Road Race Champion, Christian House. Now Now, guys, if I could usher you off the stage, except for Christian.
Dream, and to have achieved it now is just phenomenal. So I'm really happy to be back and wearing the jersey.
Well, that means you've got to defend it this year, of course.
Yeah, it's either down to me or one of these guys. So hopefully one of us will end up wearing it again.
And talking of what you wear, I mean, obviously there's new kit for this season. I mean, what do you think of it? Not a radical departure, but you know, there's new stuff out there.
I think it's got little subtle bits to it, which are a really good touch, and Rapha's done a really good job with that. So I think they've held true to their style, and it's beautiful.
And it is a style that others are beginning to follow as well now, aren't we? We're seeing that inside.
Yeah, you're starting to see people kind of mimic it and things like that, but it's they may mimic the image, but the quality and the style of it is you know, it's a class of its own.
Christian House, thank you very, very much. Now, Dino, come over here. Yet another of the great men in black. How good was that season last year? Did it live up to expectations?
Yeah, definitely. With Christian's win capping the season off, it's you know, that is the biggest race on the UK scene, and for him to win that, for our team to win that, is like you said, it was a phenomenal day. So, but we got some more wins in the Tour Series crits. Myself, Lappers, and Tom. We won a couple of team awards in that as well. We didn't quite nail the overall, so we'll be going out for that.
I was going to say, what's the big aim this year? What can you know, realistically hope to achieve?
Well, John Harrington, the manager's put a team together, which is well, it's one of the best British teams I've seen for a long time, and it's kind of split into two teams. We've got the crit boys and then the stage race boys. But then you look at the stage race boys, and two of them won 2 crits last year, so everyone's going to be firing to win everything. So
and another Dean.
And another Dean, yeah. We've had a little conversation today. There can only really be one Dean, and you know, I think for John it's going to be you know, a bit struggling to see what the nicknames are. But we've gone with the Duke for the new Dean being wins and Dean wins. So we'll have to get used to that, I suppose.
Dean and Christian, you go and join your team over there. Dean Downing and Christian House. And I think it's just been great, and I hope that with the season ahead and with the new boys onto the team and some of the new sponsors, it's going to be a climb that goes ever higher and higher.